Man, I feel like a new man as of late. Look at me lately. I got a nice new haircut. Look at the new tank top that I'll be wearing on the channel. You guys know me. I'm always wearing some fucking tank top, even though I barely have any muscle definition. But fuck it. I'm wearing a tank top. And look at the tank top. It's the OTR Central tank top that you can buy on ProWrestlingTees.com. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, cheap plug. I got a new voice because I lost it on Wednesday night. I got new glasses. Actually, these glasses are old as fuck. I've actually had them for about a couple of weeks, but I got new glasses, man. I'm just getting all this new stuff right now. Anyways, I wanted to do a stream this weekend, but I didn't know what, to be honest, because there's not really like any wrestling news going on. But I decided that I was like, you know what? I'm going to go talk about my terrible experience of NXT Live Los Angeles. Kendrick Lamar was great. Thanks for asking, Nero. That was fine. Travis Scott, if y'all never seen Travis Scott live, y'all need to see Travis Scott because it was Dram, Travis Scott, and Kendrick. Apparently Schoolboy Q was there, but we didn't see him. So yeah, but Kendrick and Travis Scott, that was bueno. NXT Live Los Angeles though was not bueno. NXT Live Los Angeles sucked. And I'm just gonna be dead honest with you guys. Don't waste your money on NXT events ever, man. I would rather waste $40 on buying a new t-shirt from OTR Central, hashtag buy a shirt, than waste $40 of going to NXT ever again. This shit was terrible. It sucked, and it was one of the worst pro wrestling events I've ever been to in my whole entire life. Okay? It was just such a terrible show. It was such a joke. I could not believe how bad this show was. First of all, my friend and I, we got these floor seating. So, you know, when you think of a floor seating and you think of whatever that, how the seats are arranged, you're thinking that's arranged like a regular wrestling event. No, this show was arranged like it was a theater, like an opera. So the arena was in the back, and then later on, like it was set up like it was a stadium. So it was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous to set up of this stupid thing. And then the matches too, man. The matches were subpar, man. You know what the best match of the night was? It was Cassius Ohno versus Hideo Itami. That was the best match of the night. Other than that, we got like Johnny Gargano and Andre Cien Almas barely doing shit. The women's match. Now I'll say this, man. The women's match with Mandy and whoever the fuck her tag team partner was, I think it was Sonya Deville, and versus Ruby Riott and that Explorer Kentucky chick that survives and everything like that, whatever her name is. It was that was fun, but it was because I made it fun. If anyone that went to NXT Live Los Angeles, or maybe someone stumbling on this video, y'all remember during the Mandy match there was this fucking fan screaming his ass off for Mandy. That was me. I was the one screaming for Mandy, and at the end of the day, it was so funny. I got so many people over on Mandy. Mandy came in with like no reaction whatsoever. And then thanks to my screaming and me saying we want Mandy wrestling and all this other stuff, all these people around me were all like, man, Mandy's great. Mandy's awesome. Oh, Mandy. Like that was like a meme. That was like something that got over. I got Mandy over. I don't care what anyone says. Y'all can just disagree. But if it wasn't for my loud-ass voice, Mandy would not have been fucking over that night. I got Mandy fucking over, man. That probably is the only reason why I would go to an NXT event is to cheer for this wonderful woman in Mandy. I think she's improving as a wrestler, and she's probably one of my favorite young talents in pro wrestling. Who's Mandy, Philip M6? Mandy is a NXT wrestler. She wrestled for NXT. She was on Total Divas. Amanda Sakamoto. She was on Total Divas. No, I'm being dead serious, man. My friend could even tell you that I got Mandy over, or that Mandy became popular that night because I was controlling that tag match, man. Everyone was listening to my loud ass voice as I was chanting for Mandy. I was like, let's go, Mandy. And I just scream it, and everyone else, like, these wrestling fans, man, I'm going to be dead honest here. I've never met a more shy group of motherfuckers in my life, a more try-hardy group in my life, man. I haven't used that word in a while, try hard. That's literally what these guys were. They were a bunch of try-hards and shy motherfuckers, man, because God dang, these guys were such losers. And I'm being dead serious, man. This NXT crowd was the biggest crop of losers I've ever met in my life. So, yeah, but Mandy was great, man. Mandy was great. She carried the show. And then after that, I can't even tell you what the next match was because I totally forgot. I think it was Heavy Machinery versus Gallo, McIntyre and Black. That was whatever. It wasn't even good. It was just stupid. A lot of people were just doing random chants during that whole time. Like I did an Usos chant when I say ooh, you all say so. So that was fun. Cash Sono versus Hideo Itami was the best match of the night. But that's not really saying much. Most of the matches were just kind of whatever. But it was definitely one of the few matches that actually had story going into it. And it was actually fun to watch. And then afterwards, it was just kind of like the show went downhill a little bit. Like, I can't even tell you what the rest of the matches were. But then we got, like, 3 NXT title matches, and they all fucking sucked. So we got Asuka versus Nikki Cross versus, what's his freaking face? Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. And that match was a joke, man. That match was just stupid. It was, like, typical triple threat match. Like, Asuka is like learning from her buddy Shinsuke, barely fucking trying in these matches nowadays, man. Didn't even try to put on a good performance. Ember Moon and Nikki Cross are like the best parts of the match. And honestly, if you want to bring interest into TakeOver, I would have put the belt on Ember Moon at one of these house show loops that you're doing. But hey, you know, it's NXT. They don't like taking risks, and everyone likes to say they do, but yet they don't. NXT Tag Team title match, the Authors of Pain versus Sanity was boring as fuck. And in the NXT title match, Bobby Roode versus Roderick Strong, dude, it was just like a typical indie match. It wasn't even like a fun indie match, man. Like, and then Roderick Strong, dude, like I thought this guy would be more over. No one cared about him. It seems like people are understanding that this guy is really overrated because like the fans didn't really care for him. Bobby Roode was more over, but his theme song wasn't. Like no one was singing the Glorious song, and that's why I'm saying these fans are the most shyest group of fans ever, man. So like the people that I was surrounded by, and keep in mind, during the whole NXT Live Los Angeles event, I was standing up the whole time. So keep in mind, the group I was surrounded by all these people that were wearing like Asuka mask, but they never put them on. And I felt bad because like there's this one guy who's really cool, and then like his girlfriend was there, and this was his girlfriend's first time watching pro wrestling, I think. And I think she literally looked like dumbfounded the whole time. Like she was asking like the funniest questions. Like I know they probably ain't watching this video, but his girlfriend was hilarious, man. She was like one of the few MVPs of the night. She was asking why did they have to hold the ropes and stuff like that. And then anytime she heard like a chant that she didn't understand, she would ask a question why. And then she would ask all these funny questions about these wrestlers, like why they doing this and stuff. It was pretty fucking funny. So she was cool. And then there was this one fuckhead dude. No, 2 fuckheads actually. There was this one fuckhead who was trying to be like really funny the whole night, and like he was failing epically at like being funny. Like the only people that were laughing at his jokes were like the people in his group and stuff like that. So he would say something, you'd be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he would try to be funny. And then I would show him up, man. Like people would not be laughing. Only like the people in his fucking group would be laughing. And then I would say something stupid like, I miss A-Train or something like that, like really loud during like a quiet portion of the match. And then the whole group around me would just be cracking their asses up. And I'm not making that shit up when I say that, dude. I'm not making that shit when I say that because my friend was there with me and he could even tell you, like, yeah, people were like laughing whenever Chase said fucking something. Like, just like the whole area I was around would be laughing and it would span on to the next area being like, hey, what that kid said? Like, I can't tell you how many people came up to me after NXT Live and they were saying, dude, you were so fucking hilarious. Dude, you're one of the best guys of the show. Man, you're awesome and stuff like that. It was pretty funny, like how many people were saying that and shit like that. But then there was this one fucking Uber driver fuck, and I'm being dead serious. He looked like Sami Zayn. He had this big red beard. This motherfucker, man, this guy was such a bitch, dude. He literally acted like he was like the king of wrestling or something. He took up this whole area and stuff like that. And then he was like a skinny little fuck. But dude, this guy was like such a little bitch boy. He would always like bump into me. And he would always just go like, hey, man, what's it called? Can you move? And I was like looking at him like, dude, I'm trying to watch the fucking show. You could have gotten a beer at any time, but whatever. He would always bump into people. He was very rude. And then like he would always stare me down for whatever reason. I was just like, dude, you want to fucking go? Let's go. In my head, man, like I don't give a fuck. You're like a lame wrestling fan. I'm like a real motherfucker. I don't care, man. Like I don't take wrestling fucking seriously. I'm having fun at this event. You're over here leaning against the barricade like you're some fucking tough guy, taking off your fucking trucker hat with your stupid Sami Zayn beard, you little fuck. Like for real, man. Any of the bad jokes? Yeah, dude. Every time Bobby Roode did anything, he was like, glorious headlock, glorious kip up, and no, like I said, his group of friends were laughing. And then there was a point where Roddy and Bobby were fighting on the top of the turnbuckle, and Bobby looked like he could put him in a Canadian Destroyer. So I was all like, man, dude. I was like, what's it called? I was like, use the Canadian Destroyer. And that whole area was laughing. They were all laughing, man. They were all laughing. So really, to be honest, dude, honestly, NXT Live, it was just more of like, I honestly feel like it was so bad. Like, damn bones, it was so bad, man. Then my friend and I, my friend literally said that was the worst, like as loud as he could around all these pro wrestling losers, was all like, that was the worst event I've ever been to. I have never wasted money more bad in my fucking life. That is how mad he was about the event. That is how mad he was, dude. Like, shit, dude. He was pissed. He was pissed that he wasted all this money on this event, dude. He could not believe that he wasted money on an event like that, man. Yeah, no, John Gordon, you do fucking nothing. You did nothing. You did fucking nothing. Because, like, literally, these wrestling fans won't do anything. Like I said before, I have never met a more shy, more like quiet group of people in my life at this NXT Live. The Demon NXT for Life. Oh, man, did this guy go to this show? I don't know what show you were watching, Demon. You remember me from the show The Demon? I don't know. I'm not sure if you remember me right now, but whatever. Pretty sure I'm going to get these NXT Live LA crowd, but yeah, no, but I never met, like I said, these guys were like shy and quiet. Like they wouldn't scream. They were just kind of like, you know? You know, it was like they were like super quiet, man. Like the people that were sitting in the front row, they actually got like front row seats and stuff like that. Because like I said, it was built like a freaking it was built like a play. So like there's front row seats, then there was floor seats, then there was like the balcony seats and everything like that. And the thing was, it was like the front row crowd was like super fucking quiet, dude. Like they were just sitting there and stuff like that. I don't know how the balcony crowd was acting, but I know the people that were standing, for the most part, they were either just kind of disinterested or they were just kind of like whatever about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Why? No, Canada shouldn't be ashamed for booing Bailey. They can boo whoever they want to boo. They can cheer for who they want to cheer for. They can boo who they want to boo for. Bailey's a terrible character. And look at this Demon guy. He goes NXT ruled, just show ruled, and he's not even responding to my thing. Yeah, no, but really, to be honest, no, this NXT crowd I went to was the lamest crowd, dude. That had to be one of the most. And I've been to shows in Bakersfield. I've been to shows like in small ass arenas, man. And it was like, to be honest, this was one of the worst crowds I've ever been a part of. I've never been in a crowd more worse than this, man. Like literally, dude, like I feel like at least with my area that me and like one other person carried that area. So yeah. NXT Live is horrible. Don't waste your money on NXT. Thanks, Isaac Barack, for the nice flat top comment. The lady did a good job on it and stuff like that. Yeah, don't waste your money on NXT, man. It's honestly a waste of time, man. My friend could even tell you that. Like, that shit was terrible, man. Waste your money on Kendrick. Why did WWE hire Roderick Strong? He's boring as shit. How is he on NXT? I don't know, man. I don't know why they hire terrible wrestlers all the time. Like, Roddy is just a guy that should belong on the independents. He is not a guy that belongs on the main roster or wrestling. So, yeah. But SummerSlam's tomorrow. No, SummerSlam is next week, damn bones. Not tomorrow. The last NXT show in Pittsburgh was not good. First show was awesome, but the second go-around made me really regret going. Yeah, it's just sad. Yeah, I know, dude. They always rely on these stupid indie darlings, and some of them just suck, man. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, The only indie darlings that they have that are pretty good are like Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre, and Aleister Black. Those are like really like the 5 indie darlings that are good. The rest are just shit. Like you signed Reed D.R. Agin. Why would you sign Reed D.R. Agin, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish? Who cares about these guys? Like, really? You inked a deal with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, but you still haven't signed Adam Cole, baby? Like, I'm not like the biggest Adam Cole fan, but you would think if you're trying to focus on indie darlings, you would actually sign, you know, one of the bigger indie darlings. Like, you have guys like Adam Cole and Ricochet knocking on the door, and it's just like, yeah. Oh, no, I just put wrestling Q&A just to fit with the tags, Isaac Brock. You can ask any questions. I just put it's more of a tag thing. You see, Isaac Brock, it's all about getting those views there, dog. So you got to put in tags and shit like that. So, yeah, no, you can ask any question. But, yeah, no, man. Like, you guys got, like, the WWE, it's like they're not really, like, signing. Like, literally, they're not really signing, like, actual, like, good indie talent. They're signing, like, the terrible ones. Jinder character sucks so hard. Yeah, well, he's the modern day Maharaja. Oh, fucking Jinder, dude. He's so boring too, man, because of the same promo and stuff like that. Donovan Dijak. This is the shit I'm talking about here, man. Like, Donovan Dijak. You guys signed this fucking idiot, but Adam Cole is still on the market. Ricochet is still on the market. Like, why are these guys still on the market, but you can waste money on Donovan Dijak? Seriously, like Donovan Dijak? I mean, he's interesting, but he's not someone that's like, oh, I should sign him over Adam Cole. Yeah, Chris Hero is a failed indie darling. What the fuck has Chris Hero done, man? Besides being fat, wearing basketball jerseys. You know, what would they? What is it, man? Like seriously, like Chris Hero sucks right now. Kenta sucks too. Man, Adam Cole's a free agent. He's not even re-signing with ROH. Then what the fuck is he doing? Is he going to sign with GFW? Good luck competing for the MMA title with EC3, Adam Cole, baby. Hired a real talent like Grado. Fuck Grado, man. Grado too busy sexually harassing women on Impact Wrestling. Man, Impact is just, dude, Destination X. What the hell, man? Low Key versus El Patron for the stupid title. God dang, dude. That's just ridiculous, man. Dude, LAX, man. LAX is cool. When it's like they're not like the main focus, when they're like a tag team and they're like a group of individuals and stuff. But man, dude, this is just getting too much with LAX. I'm sorry. Like I like Conan. Homicide's one of my favorite independent wrestlers of all time. But man, dude, I'm getting tired of seeing LAX and Conan and all these idiots just running around. I said Aleister Black. Triple H, Tommy End. I said the 5 indie darlings that they have that are good are Gargano, Ciampa, Galloway, Bobby Roode, and Aleister Black. I said Tommy End. He's good. You know, I don't think he's perfect like everyone else he does, but I do see like potential of being a good cruiserweight and being someone that could provide good mid-card value right now. Not main eventer, mid-card value, which you need more of. You need more mid-card value than you need the show. What made the NXT show so terrible? Honestly, dude, it was the layout of the show, the presentation of it, the way that the matches were set up. Like, none of the matches were really all that great. And that's what, like, carries the NXT event, is that it's supposed to be a bunch of great, stupid matches, but there was only one good match throughout the whole show. And the crowd was really bad. No more indie stars. I want wrestlers that are more concerned about being good characters and being good wrestlers. Wrestlers who are good just in the ring bring nothing new to the table. Yeah, Jay, but the problem is there's no good. None of these wrestlers like being good characters. Every time they try to be a good character, WWE ruins it, man. They just ruin their good characters. Like, and then also they get too afraid to stand up. Like, people like forget, man. Stone Cold became a main eventer because he stood up to Vince McMahon, and not just like in like the character sense, but behind the scenes as well. Same with The Rock, same with Shawn Michaels, same with even Bret Hart. You know, they became good characters because they stood up against Vince and they told Vince what's up. So yeah, Kenny Omega's trash. You don't need to tell me that. He beat Okada last night, man. Now we're gonna have to see Naito versus Omega again. Like, oh my god. One of those guys are going to fight for the IWGP titles? Jesus Christ, man. And you know what makes no sense about that, too? Oh, wait, no, Tanahashi's the IC champion. Never mind. I thought Naito was the IC champion. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was going to say, why are you going to have your IC and US champion face off like this? Like, that's just stupid. But whatever. Why haven't they taken the GFW title from Alberto? Because he hasn't done shit. That's why. He didn't do anything wrong. You know, Paige is the one that was found guilty. They just suspended him. So, yeah, maybe he'll lose it to low-key, but I highly doubt it. Thoughts on Rousey signing with the WWE? That's a rumor right now, Isaac, so that's not true. But if she did sign with the WWE, my question is why? Why would anyone care about Ronda Rousey being a pro wrestler? And what could she bring to the table at this point? Because it's not like Ronda Rousey from a few years ago where she was the ultimate badass and couldn't be stopped. Would Meltzer's dick explode if there was a fatal four-way between Omega, the Young Bucks, and Okada? Oh, yeah. And you would need to get surgery for that shit. Yeah, well, fans are idiots. I think WWE were going to go bankrupt. That's when they will wake up and realize how shit the product is. Man, thoughts on What Culture Pro Wrestling? I've never seen it, dude. I could really care less about their little wrestling show. I haven't seen it, man. Honestly, I don't care about What Culture. Yeah, I know. All these wrestlers talk about being passionate, man. Like, you know, it's like the groups and the individuals that are successful are all mid-carders and shit. It's because the mid-carders, it's like WWE doesn't care what the mid-carders do. They just go like, okay, yeah, you guys do your mid-card stuff. That's what they do. They literally let their mid-carders and their tag teams do whatever. And then the main eventers, man, like the only main eventers today that I actually think stand up to Vince are like Cena, AJ, Orton to some degree. But other than that, I don't think like any other main eventers really stand up with this shit. They just kind of like go with the flow. Do you think WWE wants their characters suck? In some sense, I feel like they do kind of want their characters not to be too bigger than the brand. Because when you think about it, The Rock is bigger than the WWE brand at this point in time. You know, he's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Stone Cold was one of the biggest stars of all time. And you can argue that during his short run as the top guy, he was bigger than the WWF. Like, people would know Stone Cold before they saw WWF. The thing is, it's like, they kind of want to be like UFC, where they control their guys. Because like the UFC, Conor McGregor's not Conor McGregor without the UFC. So it's like in a proxy, they want to do that model where it's like Roman Reigns is not Roman Reigns without WWE. So I feel like they want their characters to suck because the WWE, they've made a lot of major mainstream stars. And I feel like they don't want to keep losing their stars to the mainstream. I mean, when you look at it, they made The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena to some extent is the mainstream star. So you get the idea. They want their characters to suck because their characters end up doing good. Guess what, man? They'll go to Hollywood in an instant. It's easier to film a movie for 30 days than being on the road for 21. You get what I'm saying? And you get paid more for the movie. Thoughts on UFC 214? It's an all right 2 title fights. Johnson versus, I forgot who he's fighting. Wilson Reeves, I think it is, or something like that. Like, he's fighting some lightweight. I forgot what he is, man. 215, 214 was Cormier versus Jones. My bad, dude. I got my UFCs mixed up, man. It was good. I thought it was one of the better pay-per-views of the year, that's for sure. Yeah, Batista's the big thing. Because the Golden Children have been tampered right now, man. I don't know what they're doing with the Golden Children are still there. It's just I haven't reviewed as much. But yeah, man, it's like the Golden Children just haven't done anything, man. They're doing their thing. Yeah, I know. Like, and anytime the WWE has a great storyline, you know who ruins it the most? The wrestlers. And people will never, what's it called? People never go on and ever blame the wrestlers for their shitty storylines, they always just go, "Oh man, WWE screwed the pooch with this one." Man, dude, when you're expecting a grudge match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, you know what pisses me off? When Sami Zayn comes out, and instead of Sami Zayn taking this seriously, he's coming out dancing like a fucking goofball and just going, "Let's go." It's like, dude, stop, man. You're supposed to take this seriously. This is a big fight. Like for example, Reigns and Care Bear, the last man standing match. Reigns came out and he's like, "Let's go, motherfucker. Meet me right here." And Care Bear's like, "Okay, bitch," and goes out to the ring, and then these motherfuckers start fighting. Like, that's how you build a match. That's how you build excitement. That's how you can believe that these people hate each other type of deal. You know? I can't believe – you can't tell me that, oh, man, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hate each other because literally, like, Sami Zayn will come out dancing, shaking his fucking ass. Kevin Owens comes out just fucking whatever, doing what he does. And then they look at each other, and then they circle around each other. And if you really hate this guy, instead of circling around each other like a fucking idiot, you should go out there and fucking beat the fuck out of him. I have to always explain. Care Bear is Braun Strowman. I don't call him Braun Strowman because he sucks, so I call him Care Bear. There you go. But anyways, it's just like, it's like, seriously, it's like, that's why these matches suck. That's why these wrestling sucks, because people always like to blame WWE for all the failures, but you got to also blame the wrestlers too, man. You can't just let the wrestlers get away with bullshit like this. Like, for example, Gargano versus Ciampa. How many of you are going to think that match is going to be great? Because everyone just thinks that match is going to be great. I already know Gargano versus Ciampa is going to be the most overrated shit ever. And I like Gargano versus Ciampa. I like Gargano. I like Johnny Wrestling a lot. But that match is going to suck dick, because it's just going to be like them looking at each other like goofs, who's circling around, doing headlocks. And it's like, dude, this guy beat you up, Johnny. Go kick his fucking ass. But these guys like to always wrestle for whatever reason. It's so stupid. If WWE wants their characters not be big stars, then why should I care about them? I don't pay for jobbers and undeveloped characters that should have been big stars. It's like I said, Jaywalker, is like the UFC. They want you to pay for the WWE brand, and maybe you'll find one or two people you like. Maybe there was someone that stood out to you and stuff like that. It's just like the UFC, what the UFC does and their models. Isaac Barak talked about Ovechkin beating Jimmy Manuwa. Man, Jimmy Manuwa, dude, that guy literally hates winning big fights, dude. That guy loses a lot of big fights. And the funny thing, too, is about Manuwa, he was talking a lot of shit. He was talking about getting the title fight, taking on David Hay. But it's like Jimmy Manuwa has never beat a top 5 guy. He lost to Alistair, and he lost to, what's-his-face, Rumble. And now you lose to another top 5 guy in Ovechkin. Like, I never understood, like, why Jimmy Manuwa was so confident. Like, I didn't think Ovechkin would destroy him. But I said, man, that fight, you got to be careful with him. I even said in the preview, I'm like, that guy's a killer, man. Like, he just knocks people out. So, yeah. Can I drink your bath water? I don't know if you want to drink my bath water, Aaron, out of coach. But if you want to, sure, go right ahead, man. I just got Saints Row 2. I can't decide which game to go after now. I've been the Green Skull dudes. Who should I go over to next, the Wolves or the Ronin? That's a great question. I would go with the Ronin, because the Ronin, I think they have a pretty good story impact. So I'll go with the Ronin. They're not too hard to take out or anything like that. The Wolves, I don't know. The Wolves are pretty easy. They do a bunch of goofy shit, though. You have to do a bunch of goofy shit with the Wolves. So the Wolves are kind of annoying from that aspect, because you have to do a bunch of goofy shit with them, man. You have to do a bunch of goofy shit with them. So I'll go with the Ronin first, because the Ronin, I believe, if I can remember Saints Row 2 correctly, the Ronin are pretty ezy. Dude, if Saints Row 2 is on the Xbox Live Marketplace, I'm wasting my money on that game. That's one of my favorite sandbox games of all time, dude. That's such a great game, that game. Vulcan Uzdemir. Yeah, dude. Isn't it Ozdemir? It's not Uzdemir. It's Ozdemir, right? Yeah, no, dude. John Anik, dude, he's really bad at pronouncing names, man. Like, I've never met a dude that's so bad in my life. Like, Goldie wasn't as bad. Well, I got a text message. I gotta see what this goofy shit is, man. Google Maps. Okay, I don't know why they want me to update that. Ozdemir, yeah, whatever. Fucking John Anik, what a goof. I hope it's on that. Well, because the thing about Xbox One, man, they always like have the classic games. So I gotta check that actually. I'll check that if Xbox One has the classic games, man. Spider-Man Homecoming is good. It's not my favorite Spider-Man. My favorite Spider-Man is Spider-Man 2. Man, buying McGregor versus Floyd. I'm paying for it at a party, but I'm not buying like the $100 myself. Like I'm going to my friend's house and I'm gonna chip in money for the event, yes, but I'm not paying for it for myself. Like there's no way. Like I want to pay $100 just to watch that by myself. I'm going to go to a friend's house, but I'm gonna chip in like $10. Dude, John Anik though, like John Anik. Like, there's like no emotion, man. Like, I miss Goldberg going like, just like that. It is all over. Like, I miss like that. Like, John Anik's just like, it just seems like he's reading a script and he's just like telling me what's going on. Like, he's not good. Like, not like, honestly, I don't know if there's any replacement for Mike Goldberg with Joe Rogan, to be honest. And that's not just me being like an older fan. Like, it's like, because like the problem is too, they'll always try to bring in fighters. The thing is, you know, I'm sorry for the voice crack there. The thing is that you can't bring in Dominic Cruz because Dominic Cruz is too fucking smart. And no one wants to listen to a smartass when they're watching a casual event like that. No one wants to listen to a smartass like that. And the thing is, he explains too much stuff in detail that casual fans won't be able to understand. So, yeah. I know WWE is making more than they ever had before, but do you think the declining ratings can hurt them in the long run? As long as internet takes over Real Heel, I don't think so because you know people tend to forget about the playbacks on the whatever it's called, the playbacks on the DVR, and then also like using your internet to watch your cable provider and stuff that doesn't get counted as well. So I don't know if it'll hurt them in the long run right now just because of the way the internet is. If our internet shuts down, oh yeah, it'll definitely hurt them in the long run. I think Shaw will do well, but yeah, Brendan Shaw actually would do well because they actually do have chemistry with the podcast. Because like I said, Dominic Cruz is just way too smart for his own good. And I like Cruz. I think Cruz is a great analyst and stuff, but that's the thing. You can't have like an analyst like that. Like it's like when you watch a football game, right? And let's say you're watching it, and let's just use your girlfriend or your aunt. Just like someone that doesn't really understand football, right? When they're watching the game and you hear the analysts talk about the game saying, and that's what the running back needs to do. They need to cut up the field, be patient, watch for the hole to open up, blah, blah, blah. You know, they explain stuff easy. So that way, even though like the person you're watching football with is not a football fan, they get the idea. They understand what needs to happen. They know what they're talking about. But when it comes down to it, when it comes to the UFC, when you're Dominic Cruz and you're explaining all this mumble jumble of MMA and you're trying to explain it from your perspective, no one gets it. And that's the problem. Like he's a good analyst, like I said. I'm not saying Dominic Cruz is bad or anything, but he's a good analyst when it comes down to it. I gotta go to Twitter. One of the queens of the Q&A is here. So we gotta go talk to one of the queens on Twitter. What up, King Spar? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope everything's well with you, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, Saints Row 2, man. It's one of the best games. It's one of the best sandbox games ever, man. Double A Star with a crying Big Show picture. Now, Chase, my man, how you been doing in a while? College has been a bitch. Oh, what classes are you taking this year, Double A Star? Let me know. I want to know what classes you're taking and stuff like that. Chase, when do you think NXT lost its steam? I feel like NXT lost a lot of its steam when like they lost a lot of its bigger stars and they couldn't replace them. Like you lose Balor, you lose Shinsuke, you lose these guys, and you don't really replace them with anyone else. You just kind of like and then a lot of things too, a lot of the homegrown NXT talent kind of got pushed by the wayside by the fact that like, hey, did you see that we signed Samoa Joe? Hey, did you see that we signed Kevin Owens? You know, type of deal. It was like a lot of their like homegrown talent just kind of like went to the wayside and stuff like that. What has been my favorite Marvel and DC TV series? Marvel, X-Men, the animated series, or Spider-Man, the animated series. I'll go Spider-Man more. And then DC, probably Batman, the animated series. What do I think of the Street Profits NXT debut? They look like a promising tag team, man. Like, I really do feel like, Chris, that they could be a promising tag team. I'm glad Angelo Dawkins is actually doing something for once in his life. But yeah, man. Is it me or is Balor acting so boring as well? I can't stand to see him on TV. Same with Wyatt and Rollins. Balor has just always been terrible. Wyatt is just stale. And Rollins just sucks as a babyface, man. Like, honestly, I hope when they do this Dean Ambrose thing that they just kick him in the balls. What would you do for $100 million? Depends on the task, but I'll probably do a lot for $100 million. What year was the best year? What year was your best year? I would have to say my best year overall probably would have been, these last couple years have been hard because of health reasons. But I would have to say my best year overall as a person would have to be probably my senior year in high school, just because I learned from a lot of good experiences and stuff like that. So I'd have to go with 2011 for right now, but it could change. But that's personally my best year. And do I think Kyrie will go to the Clippers? I don't even think the Clippers have money for Kyrie, so I don't even think he's going to no Clippers, man. Have you been kept up with the Enzo drama? Yeah, what is this? Enzo Amore bringing his friends backstage. And, oh, my God, man. Dude, like, seriously, man, what's with Enzo Amore? Like, seriously, Enzo Amore just causing all these drama stories, man. He's just, like, we use it, like, you know, it's funny, too. I remember a long time ago on this channel, someone asked, who do you think is like one of the most annoying people in WWE? And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if people hate Enzo Amore and stuff like that. And I remember some people in the chat were all trying to tell me, like, no, man, Enzo seems like a likable dude. That's just how he is on TV. And now all these stories are coming out, and I'm like, I told you, man, Enzo seems like that type of guy that would just annoy you off the clock type of deal, man. And yeah, dude, Enzo Amore bringing his friends and stuff like that, yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Law versus Cerrone was good. I thought Cerrone won, but who are we to judge? Yeah, I thought Cerrone won in a close decision too, Isaac Rock. I don't know how Robbie won, but it is what it is. Yeah, Simon Goof said that he's an abortion. Fucking Simon Goof. Thought on NBA opening / Christmas games lineup this year. Like, the Christmas games are Wolves and Lakers that I care about, and Rockets and Thunder. Other than that, I don't really care about freaking Warriors versus Cavs. Like, I'm going to see that anyways in June. Why don't you find a better matchup for the Warriors and stuff like that? Like, I would have done Warriors and Rockets, man, but they're doing that opening day. So, yeah, it's all right. It's nothing special. It's all right. Yeah, they do have the same theme as Team Bad, those swag guys, the Street Profits. That's funny as hell. You can ask any question, dude. Everyone's been asking any question. You can ask any question, Chris Bandicoot. I don't care. I know you hate politics. I got to ask you because I'm scared right now. Do you think there will be a nuclear war? My sis lives in Guam. We'll be in a nuclear war. My sis lives in Guam. Well, the way that things have been headed, anything is possible in this horrible world right now. But as far as a nuclear war, I would have to say I feel like we're not going to get that bad. I mean, especially when you look at the situation with Iraq back in 2004 and everything like that, and Iran, where we found nuclear weapons there, and we went to war over there, and we thought that it was going to be some crazy shenanigans with that. Nothing really came of it, and so that's why I say to myself right now that I think we're fine as of now, but I don't think there's going to be one. Yeah, no, Cyborg was good. Tony Amager was a tough person. Did I play the NBA Live 18 demo? No, I didn't even touch it, man. So I didn't even touch it. Studying, all right. Studying for my master's in marketing at Duke, just taking economics and accounting classes. Oh, that's good. I got some marketing communication classes going. Thoughts on NBA players giving rest? Well, the thing is, I'm fine with this, man. I'm fine with this. Man, Kuda is saying Jesus to Justin. What happened? I gotta see what Kuda is talking about. Oh, speaking of Kuda, guys, If you guys can, check out the Grindside podcast and stuff like that. I don't know. Trump is doing a bunch of stupid shit, but apparently, like, they have Korea has missiles and everything like that. So yeah. Sure, you can tell me about the NBA Live. Not gonna play it, but yeah, you can tell me about it. Yeah, but the NBA players need rest. You have 82 game seasons. You need to do it. Oh man, look at Mandy, dude. Mandy's so fucking fun, dog. Jesus, dude, that girl just needs a dick right now. Why do you want a pillow? So I was reading shit, man. I was checking out my girl. Honestly, I was checking out Mandy right now, man. Mandy's fucking hot. At least I'm honest, like most wrestling fans. Most wrestling fans be like, "Oh, I was looking up stats." Like, man, I wasn't looking up nothing like that, man. I was looking up shit. I was trying to figure what Kudo was saying Jesus to, man. Like, is there another Cowboys player that's suspended? Thoughts on Willie calling out Dana? Honestly, Tyron was tough in blocking Mize. Takedown the Pot Smart pissed me off when Dana just slammed him and ruined providing GSP. First of all, Tyron Woodley's boring as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. That he's a champion. There's no defending his terrible performance against Damian Maya. Second off, Dana had every right to slam him because Dana was gonna give him that fight, but he didn't perform well. So that's his fault. And yeah, he can call out Dana all he wants, man. But at the end of the day, Dana White's the reason why you're Tyron Woodley. Dana White's the reason why you're the UFC welterweight champion. Because Tyron Woodley has no right. He waited 2 years for a title fight. No right to talk shit, man. Be a fucking fighter. Everyone's like, oh, well, he was facing Damian Maia. He could have ended him at any time. Joke. 60 punches thrown that whole title fight. 60. That's a joke. I've never seen a champion be more of a joke in my life. I've never seen a champion be afraid of other people's game plans. Ever in my life. If you're afraid of other people's game plans, you suck. And you don't deserve to be a champion in my book. Sure, Tyron Woodley may have that welterweight title, but shit, dude. I hope someone that actually is just going to rush his ass knocks him out. Because you know what happens when he faces better boxers. He gets teched out. Well, wrestling was popular again with competition. Yeah, people would still give a fuck about these indie promotions because the indie promotions would be the competition. So, yeah. I'm trying to see what Kuda's saying Jesus to. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, who died or whatever. Songs I like right now. Songs I like right now. I like Shining, the Beyonce, DJ Khaled, and Jay-Z song. That's my Pueblos. That's a good song to listen to on the radio. I've been listening to a lot of different stuff, actually. Just a lot of random, like, metal and stuff. So, a bunch of metal songs that I can't remember the name of right now. But I just like listening to music. Did I lose weight? I lost a little bit of weight. This summer, my goal was to shed down 10 pounds, which I did. So that was my goal. Like, because my health restrictions right now, I can't really like do much in terms of like super working out. So I didn't really reach like the ultimate goal that I wanted. But yeah, I lost a fair share amount of weight. I went on a no carb diet, so I don't really eat carbs anymore. I try to stay away from bad carbs. The only carbs I eat are brown rice and white pasta on the days where I have to eat carbs, and then I have a day where I carb out, and it just gives you much better natural energy and everything like that. So that's what I do and stuff like that, you know, keeping decent shape, you know, stuff like that. Do I think we're getting John Jones versus Brock? Oh, hell yeah, John Gore. Do you know what a dollar sign looks like? Because that's why we're getting John Jones versus freaking Brock Lesnar, man. Most expensive shoe you bought? Probably my Jordans. My Jordan 11s for $150. Yeah, that's probably my most expensive shoe that I bought for. My Jordan 11s, for sure. Am I a fan of Tyler, the Creator? Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him a lot. Okay, well, that sounds like a fun theme for NBA Live 18, but I don't know when it's coming out, so I don't know why would I invest in the demo. Nice to meet you, Chocolate Factory owner. How's it going? It's going swell in my neighborhood. What time is it? Oh, okay, cool. I got time. I don't know why. I always feel like I work super late. I work super early, but I don't. All right, trying to look at some questions. Oh yeah, no, he's the pound for pound fighter in MMA. There's no question about it. He's still one of the best fighters of all time, John Jones. Like seriously, I can't think of a fighter that's better than John Jones right now, in my personal opinion. It's kind of hard to say who's better than Johnny Bo Jones. Oh man. Oh. What's Kapachi? What's that, Chocolate Factory? I've never had Kapachi before. Who do you think wrestling fans can do in order to force what do you think wrestling fans can do in order to force WWE to improve their product? Uh, honestly, I don't think wrestling fans can honestly do fucking anything. You saw what they tried to do with Daniel Bryan, and they didn't really improve there and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hard to say WWE fans can force WWE to improve their product. It's more the wrestlers need to improve their product than WWE. People like to blame WWE, but it's the wrestlers have to go out there and fucking perform. Are you gonna blame WWE for everything like that? Which Goldberg do you think did a better OB in their occupation? Better OB? Better. What's OB? Whatever. In their occupation. Mike or Bill Goldberg? Bill Goldberg has more money, so I'm going to go with him. I like Mike, but Bill Goldberg did money. Wait, so you make a character and you just tear your MCL and ACL? The fuck is that shit? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why would I want to create my character if he's just going to tear his shit up? That's stupid. That's a waste of my fucking time, dude. I ain't going to download that shit, play it, and then all of a sudden be pissed off when my character gets his shit all fucked up. Get the fuck on out of here, dude. That's ridiculous, as Rand Anderson Silva would say. What's so great about In-N-Out Burger? Honestly, In-N-Out Burger kind of overrated. Like me living in California, In-N-Out's good, but really, to be honest, I feel like there's a lot of good to great burger at other good, great burger options in California, but In-N-Out's all right. It's fine. If you haven't been to California before and you want to try In-N-Out, you have to try it. It's like one of the things that like everything, like when you come to California, it's always like every person's like, hey, you got to try In-N-Out burger type of deal. So yeah. Do you think the NFL will give a chance to OJ? Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Jerry Jones already extended that olive branch. Of course, man. Of course they'll give him a chance. How's you, Weston and Aisha doing? I don't know about Weston, but Aisha and I, after every like Q&A, for the most part, or any stream that I do, she's hanging about in the chat. We normally kick it together on the Google Hangouts, and we kind of just talk to each other about shit and stuff like that. So she's doing good. I know she's doing good. She got recently covered for school for her 4 years and stuff like that. So yeah, Aisha's doing really, really well. Weston, though, I don't know. That kid's a mystery. You got to ask Weston himself, Double A Star. But yeah, he's doing good. Who's better, Anderson Silva or Fedor Emelianenko? Well, both guys, to be honest, really didn't face like high-level competition. Like Fedor faced Nog and Korkop and everything like that. But Silva, to me, Fedor has like more entertaining fights and was more of a beast. But Fedor, when he came to fighting in the cage, he wasn't as successful because I don't think he's used to fighting in the cage. But when it comes down to overall, I think Anderson Silva is probably the best fighter overall of all time. So yeah. Derrick Rose didn't retire though. Derrick Rose is still playing basketball. Like that's a terrible storyline. But yeah, no, I think Anderson Silva was like better overall. To be honest, like did so much more for the UFC. Pretty much was a great middleweight champion. Was one of the more dominant fighters of all time. Was in close situations and came back from them. I think he's obviously the greatest in my personal opinion. Yeah, that's true. If you don't want to support WWE, don't support it. That's another thing that can impact the product. Oh yeah, Team Hell No. That was such raging success, especially with whatever it's called, Dr. Shelby and stuff like that. That was such great success, man. Team Hell No. Remember, we'll see. We got more tweets, hopefully. Aisha Double A Star says, congrats on your 4-year scholarship. Thoughts on NBA 2K team player ratings? Which players had the right and wrong ratings? Man, these ratings are ridiculous this year, man. Lonzo and Markelle Fultz getting to 80 is ridiculous. And the thing is, too, D'Angelo Russell got an 80. I'm like, whoa, dude, D'Angelo Russell should be at 82, 84. Kyrie being only a 90 when he's the cover boy is ridiculous. Kyrie should be at least a 92 overall just for being the cover boy. And if you want to bring them down, you can bring them down. Karl-Anthony Towns at 91 and Giannis at 91, that's fine. But really, to be honest here, I feel like some of the lower end players, their ratings are just ridiculous. Like Derrick Rose being a 78 is just way too fucking low, man. Derrick Rose being a 78 is just way too low. I can't accept that. That's just ridiculous. He should at least be an 81 and stuff like that. So yeah. $2 million contract player. Come on, you should get it right. Derrick Rose is now $2.8 million richer. Oh, poor D Rose. Chi-Town's D Rose. I'm moving the Nets. BK. I had to change that lyric to the song. Meet Cleveland's D Rose. I'm moving the Nets. BK. I'm leaving the Nets to watch OKC. All right, guys. I feel like that's how I should end the stream. It's been almost an hour. Thank you guys very much for asking your questions. Hope you guys enjoyed what you guys saw. If you guys did, give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseR68. The new Nike jerseys, Rick Bad Boy. Stupid. So yeah. Okay, I'll check out NBA Live, man. I'm not gonna make any promises about playing it though. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys very much. Just like Brock Lesnar, sometimes you guys don't have to give a shit. And remember, as always, fuck Finn Balor. And if you guys want to hang out with me after the show, y'all are more than welcome to. Just send me a tweet or message me on the Twitter. and I'll get you guys the link to this goopy little stream. So, yes, that's what we can do here. Let's see. Oh, we got more. The double A star has more questions. I always gotta make room for double A star. She has questions. She barely comes. I barely see her around anymore. Let's see. Oh, okay. That was my friend's cool. All right. So, anyways, I'll see you all later. Have yourself a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.